Welcome to the Art Lady's home. Today I'm going to show you how to install house numbers on hardy board siding. It's very simple. Basically, you're going to drill a pilot hole first, a little bit thinner than your screw, the thickness of the screw. These are ceramic custom-made house numbers, but this applies to any house number, whether it be metal, wood, or like in this case, ceramic. Most of the time it comes with screws, but in this case, since they were custom made, I didn't have the screws. So I went ahead and I went to the hardware store, and of course I fitted my, tested out and found a screw that fits in the little hole perfectly. And then what I did was I purchased some of these rubber gaskets here. And this was actually electrical gaskets. They didn't have any other gaskets at the hardware store at the time, so I purchased these. And then I basically cut them in half because they were really thick. Let me see if you can see this. They were pretty thick. So in that gouge here, I just cut it right in half with some scissors. I just want a little bit to protect the screw, so it has a little bit of a give here. That way it protects the ceramic plaque. I want to have a little wiggle room for wind. I don't want to put this really, really tight because this can actually snap and break. If you're using a wood number or a metal number, you don't have to worry about that. But when you have a ceramic piece, you want to have a little bit of a gasket here or a rubber washer. So it, first of all, it protects the rain, but also it's going to protect that ceramic from smashing, especially if you're going to be drilling it in. So I went ahead, got my screws, got my gasket, and I placed the number on the wall, and then I just drilled some pilot holes with a drill bit a little bit thinner than the actual screw, the thickness of the screw. You can see here some pilot holes that were drilled. Then I went ahead and changed out the drill bit to a driver bit, and then I just installed the numbers like that. And you can see how I have a rubber gasket showing here, which is okay. I'd rather have a little bit of a discoloration or a little bit of an eyesore of the screw and the rubber gasket than to be protected. I wanted it to be able to have a little bit of movement here for wind or whatnot, and I didn't want to put stress on this concrete number, especially if it's expanding or whatnot. So I want to have a little bit of movement here, not super duper tight. And then again, the rubber gasket kind of protects it from the elements. And that's basically it. So whenever you're installing on hardy board siding, just go ahead and do a pilot hole with a little bit thinner drill bit, and then you can drill in real easily. Well, how long did this actually take me? Well, it took me about 3 hours. And that's including going through my garage and searching for about an hour to get 12 screws that could screw in my house numbers, all the same size, and we're able to screw through hardy board siding. After all that, I tried and tested several of them, and they dropped into the bushes, and of course we lost them. And it just went on and on and on. Finally, I got in the car, went to the hardware store, and that's when I purchased the right tools for the job and pre-drilled my pilot holes. So I made the video so that you wouldn't have to go through all this craziness and trouble doing it. I should have just went directly to the hardware store, got the right screws, and then I wouldn't have had to worry. I was trying to save a few dollars, and actually the cost of this project was about $9, and I think it was 20 or 30 cents for the screws and the little gaskets. And there is no source to buy these numbers. I'm sorry for you if you're interested in purchasing numbers similar to mine or like mine. These were custom made by myself, and at this time I do not make numbers or letters or anything to sell. And I do want to mention that the video does not include the finished product with all my house numbers installed, and that's due to a privacy issue. Well, thank you for watching, and if you like this content, click on the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the like button.